Good morning, students of class 10. You are welcome back to the online portal. Let's continue our lesson in history, the rise of nationalism in Europe, and we have reached the making means unification of Germany and Italy. That is 4.1, and we'll start. There are 5 points. The German unification, we'll talk about that today. And later on in our next, we'll talk about Italian unification. So now here, German unification, making of Germany and Italy, unification of Germany and Italy. 4.1, Germany. Can the army be the architect of nation? Yesterday also in our previous class we have talked about a little bit about this. Can army be the architect of nation or forming a nation state? Here, this can be observed or seen in the process of unification by which Germany and Italy came to be unified as nation states. Yes, this army can be the architect of nations. By going through the process of unification of Germany and Italy, we can see this. How? You can see that. Now here, nationalist feelings were widespread among middle class Germans. Among the middle class Germans, nationalist feelings were widespread. They wanted to unify German principalities of 39 confederations, 39 states that were governed by small Bourbon kings. Nationalist feelings were widespread among middle class Germans who in 1848 tried to unite the different 39 regions that they were called 39 principalities, 39 regions of the German confederations into nation state. They wanted to unify the 39 principalities into one nation state, and these 39 principalities were governed by various powerful kingdoms under powerful kingdoms such as Austria, Prussia, and so on. Now we'll talk about 39 regions of German Confederation into nation state governed by an elected parliament. They wanted that they must have a parliament and constitution must be made, and all the German principalities must be brought under one head or into a nation state. So this was, however, repressed. It was repressed by monarchy of various kingdoms, monarchy and military supported by landowners called Junkers of Prussia. Their revolt was suppressed by army and the military and the Junkers of Prussia. Junkers means the landowners of Prussia. However, they continued their struggle. From then onwards, the Prussia took. Here we are not talking about the Prussian king, we are talking about the landowners of Prussia. They also supported the other monarchies and military. But here, from then on, the Prussia took on the leadership. The Prussia took the leadership of the movement of unification of Germany. Its chief minister, Otto von Bismarck, he was the chief minister of Prussia, was the architect of this process. Now if anyone asks you, who is the architect of German unification? The name comes here, Otto von Bismarck. He was the chief minister of Prussia. He took the lead and he was the architect of this process, carried out with the help of Prussian army. Since he was a minister, chief minister, he ordered the army to support him to liberate the German principalities of 39 regions. So process carried out with the help of Prussian army and bureaucracy. All the Prussians supported except landowners. Landowners were supported. They supported the monarchy. So the process was carried out with the help of Prussian army and the bureaucracy. And finally, 3 wars were fought. 3 wars were fought for 7 years with the 3 kingdoms, because these 3 kingdoms have divided Germany into their own territory. They ruled. 3 wars. 1 war with Austria, another war with Denmark, and another war with France. 3 wars. These 3 countries have divided 39 principalities, and they were ruling by Bourbon kings. So 3 wars were fought for 7 years. It took 7 years for them to fight, not continuously. They fought first with Austria, and in between then there was a gap, and second war was fought with Denmark. And in all these 3 wars, Prussian victory. These 3 wars ended in Prussian victory. Prussia won the war and German states were liberated and completed the process of German unification after 3 wars. So, who helped to unify German principalities? So, the Prussian army, bureaucracy, and under the leadership of Otto von Bismarck. So Otto von Bismarck was the architect of German unification. He was supported by bureaucracy and the army of Prussia and fought 3 wars for 7 years with Austria, Denmark and France, and liberated all the 39 principalities, and German was unified. So this was the unification of Germany. And the king, the Prussian king, was made the head. Now we'll talk about that in our next class. So German unification was completed. Now after that, what happened? So we'll talk about that in our next class. So this much for today. I hope you have understood. Thank you for paying so much attention for the class and for being with me. So in the class, so we'll meet in the next class and continue our lesson. Thank you very much for watching the video.